He's here tonight. Please welcome Travis. Here you go, Travis. Would you like this one or that one? Take your pick. You can go there. There you go. Pop in the middle there. I'll put my notes there. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
First question, who was that commentating?
Rochelle Hawkes, she's an ex-hockey root.
Yeah. She was in the bit earlier tonight when we were playing the footage there with Danny from the hockey root. Yep. Could you hear her?
No.
She got very excited.
She did. It's interesting watching that replay. She probably got more excited than we did, I think.
That was going to be my question. How excited were you?
I remember I was probably one of the first people to know that we'd won the gold medal. It was my job on that penalty corner to run in on the post and deflect it. Still spewing it didn't come my way as well. But Jamie hit it in, and I remember in my mind it's all happened in slow motion. The ball came in, hit the goalkeeper's pads, and then sort of popped up slowly in the back of the net. But then when I watch it on TV, it just bang, bang straight in the net. So it's completely different how I remember it. But there was that moment of numbness as it crossed the line. I sort of thought, shit, what do we do now? And there was sort of all the emotions of everything that you've tried for all coming together at once. So the first thing I thought is, better go and catch Jamie, see me score the goal. And I looked up and they were already at the half line and they'd taken off. So I was off to join them.
Mm. And Rochelle in her excited commentary was talking about the monkey being off the back. For the men's hockey, for the Kookaburras, it was more like a gorilla, wasn't it, over a long period of time?
Yeah, we were known as the bridesmaids of world hockey. Never won a gold, but excuse me, there was a big focus for us going into the Olympics. They spoke a lot about that, saying that the media would come to us saying, you've been here so many times, and you've lost, and do you keep thinking about that? And so keep coming back to you. And we as a group all sat down together and we sort of said, well, this is the first time that these 16 guys have gone to the Olympic Games. So what happened in the past had happened, and we thought, it's our chance to make our own history, and what happened then doesn't have any bearing on what we're out here to achieve. So it was probably something that really helped, and it was probably good that we addressed that prior to the games, and it gave us a bit of an edge.
So that was the coach?
Yeah, through the coach, and we got a sports psychologist as well involved.
They should have gone and talked to the fans as well.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of fans going, a bit anxious and nervous and all that. I was actually in Athens at the time. I was staying in a hotel, and there's a few other Aussies there. Some of them had tickets and went off to the game, and those of us who didn't have tickets gathered around a television and saw a fantastic handball match between a bloke from Uruguay playing against someone from Estonia, which had big coverage over there. They weren't all that interested in the Kookaburras.
You should have gone up to Laurie Lawrence. I think everyone here knows Laurie Lawrence.
He got him in, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, look, I've only got 50 tickets, but he had 200 people on the bus. He goes, I've only got 50 tickets. He goes, so walk up to the gate and just keep walking. And the first person that gets stopped, I want you to put your hand up and say, Laurie, come and help me. So he handed out a few tickets as they went, and they were walking up to the gate. And then all of a sudden, security realised that you had your athlete's pass as well, and for hockey you have HO. So swimmers would go and print out HO and stick it over the top. And so everyone was coming through, and all of a sudden security clicked on that something wasn't quite right here. So they said stop, and the first person who was stopped, hand up. Next minute, Laurie yells out, run! So 200 people got through the door.
Actually, I think James Tompkins might have been amongst that.
Yeah, he was
posse.
part of that.
Yeah,
Yep.
he led the charge, I think. They weren't going to stop him at the gate because he's about 6'7" or something and all. Yeah.
Nor would you.
Yeah, and what an exciting night. So we were talking before about the support, and you're obviously conscious of that. Laurie's mob anyway.
Yep.
In the crowd.
Yeah, it was amazing. Couldn't hear what was going on out on the ground, and it was an amazing atmosphere, and something that watching the video you just remember how good it was.
Yeah, the same atmosphere is recreated back at the hotel I was staying at about 3 o'clock in the morning when the people that came back from the hockey stormed in to tell us you'd won, And I was a bit devastated because I'd backed the bloke from Estonia in the handball, and he'd been beaten, so it was good to hear the Aussies had a win. So look, it was having got the monkey off the back, as it were. You then went on to win the Champions Trophy the next year.
Yep, in 2005. Yep.
Yeah, and then won the Commonwealth Games here in Melbourne in 2006. So a period of domination.
Yeah, we did pretty well. It was probably an amazing time to be part of the Kookaburras. And the good thing is it's still going. They've just won the World Cup. last year in India, which is the second time in history. Last time was in '86. So it's good times for the Kookaburras with a change of coach too, with Rick Charlesworth now taking over and steering the guys towards London. They're in with a good shot.
Yeah, so let's not put too much pressure on them. How are they going to go at the Olympics next year?
Oh, they'll go in as favourites, and rightly so. They've been performing, well and truly consistently and above what they've played against. But the thing about Olympics is they're never easy to win. I kind of thought it was all too easy when I first came in and managed to win in my first crack. But second time round, you get a bit of a reality check of how hard these things are to win, and it makes them more and more precious the times that you do.
Because bronze in Beijing.
Yeah, got the bronze. So
3 years ago.
Hoping if I polish it up, I might turn to gold. But we'll see how we go.
Where's your gold medal these days?
I bought a safe, and they sat on top of the safe for 2 years, and I finally installed the safe. Yeah, so.
You just actually put it in at Travis.
I hadn't got around to that bit yet.
Righto, that'd be good. And what about you've retired for 143 matches for Australia? Would it be correct?
That's right.
And so you're doing it because just like Holly's gone back to play with the Eltham Wildcats. You're involved with local hockey?
Yeah, had a hit last year with our State League 1 team. We won the flag, so hung up the stick this year. Had a couple of surgeries after Beijing and just thought I'd give the body a bit of a rest. But getting itchy feet again, I want to get back out there and have a hit.
Righto. And do you know whether the host broadcaster's got hockey experts lined up for commentary in London next year?
Yeah, I think Wansey keeps getting that gig. So
Does he?
David Wansbury.
Yeah. We can fix that.
Or Rochelle with that cheering.
Yeah. Rochelle's qualified for about the next 15 Olympics with that reaction. Don't worry, you've got to put a bit of parochialism in to get a bit excited. Hey, John Eales was featured there, that Bledisloe Cup bit where he kicked the goal to win the game or whatever. Yep. Is there a John Eales story as well from 04?
Yeah, there is.
As part of your celebrations?
Yeah, we had a couple of sherbies in the change room after the game, and we got to the end of that supply, and people started shouting out more beer, more beer, more beer. I was in the middle of a radio interview at the time, so that was really appreciated. And Johnny Eales goes, "That's it, I'll be back, boys." And he gets up and he disappears. And
because he was there, wasn't he?
Oh, sorry, athlete liaison officer.
Yeah.
They get high-profile sports people that come along and sort of like someone outside the group you can talk to. So Steve Waugh's one of them, Andrew Gaze as well. So just people that know a bit about sport and have gone through a lot of experiences that you can draw upon and have a chat. So John was there, and he's disappeared out the door. Next minute, he comes banging through the door, and he doesn't have a shirt on, but he's carrying a slab of beer. And all the boys went, "John, what happened to your shirt?" And he goes, "Hold on." Next minute, bang, another bloke comes through the door with another slab. He'd swapped his shirt for 2 slabs, so I thought that was a pretty good effort. Shows the value of an Australian shirt overseas, 2 slabs.
Well, on the current market, you might only get 1.5. But anyway, that's fantastic, and good to see he's just doing the right thing by looking after the team that's won it and all. And it's great to have you here, part of the celebrations for Sportscover. And I've also got a little presentation for you as well. You can put this on top of your safe when you get home, alongside your gold medal. Travis, go on, Travis Brooks.